Hey everybody, I'm David and Happy New Year. As of January 1st, I am now into my 9th year of making videos on YouTube, which is crazy to think about, but I feel so blessed to still be making these videos for you guys. And every year for my YouTube anniversary, I like to do something very special, and this year is no exception because per your request, I'm going to finally do an updated collection video, and we're going to figure out how many ocarinas I own, because I lost count a long time ago. But before we get to that, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who helped make 2015 such a fantastic year. A lot of awesome things happened, like I got my YouTube silver play button, which is right there at the beginning of the year. Finally got to make it back to Italy for the 2015 International Ocarina Festival, which was amazing. It was so much fun. I had the honor of performing at one of the concerts there, which was very, very cool. Got to meet lots of you in person, take pictures together, just got to chat with so many people from around the world and play together, which is a dream. If you ever have a chance to meet up with other ocarina players from your area or around the world, do it. Then I got to meet many of you throughout the year at conventions with Songbird Ocarina. Thank you to everybody who dropped by the booth and said hello. I requested some songs. We even got to do some jamming together, which was a lot of fun. And I'm going to be doing more conventions with Songbird this year, so looking forward to that. And then we capped off the year with the 2015 Ocarina collab, and it was the biggest one we've had yet. We had 118 performers from around the world, 22 countries, and you all rocked it. Like, thank you to everybody who submitted a video this year. So if you didn't have a chance to submit a video for the 2015 collab, don't worry about it. We do it every year in October, so it'll come up faster than you think. But I also want to do more frequent collaborations in 2016, and I'm going to give you guys more ideas about those in the coming weeks. If you want to get updates about that or any other events that I'm hosting or being a part of, be sure to subscribe to my newsletter, which you can do on my website, or I'll put a link below to that as well. But I send out email newsletters about once or twice a month, so there's no spam or anything, but it just keeps you guys posted on what I'm doing in case you miss my YouTube video updates or Facebook or Twitter and all that. So it's a much easier way for us to stay in contact that way. And speaking of 2016, I have a big announcement about this channel at the end of this video, so be sure to stay tuned until then. But for now, let's go ahead and jump into the collection stuff. Now, since I don't know how many ocarinas I actually own, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little ticker thing down here that's going to help me keep track of how many ocarinas we're counting through as we go through the collection. So I will say that I could not find 3 ocarinas at least, so we're just going to add a 3 down there right now to get started. And I'm actually going to show you my collection in 2 different sets. The first set is the majority of my collection, and these are ocarinas that I don't use very often. And my second set of ocarinas is my favorite and most treasured in my collection, and we'll get to that towards the end of the video. So this is the majority of my collection. This is about 85% of it. They are separated into region. These over here are the European ocarinas, these are the American, and then I have the Asian styled over here. So let's go ahead and start over here on the right side. So over here we have the Austrian ocarinas. These are by Hans Rotter, and these are fantastic ocarinas. If you are looking to get some ocarinas in Europe, these are the hot ones I would probably recommend the most. These are the older versions of those. These are from Fane. These are float around on the internet quite often just because they were so heavily manufactured. But these were in a huge amount of keys: C, B, G, and F. Then we have some ocarinas from different countries over here. We have, this is actually from Italy, but this one is from Switzerland, France, Bulgaria. These are by my friends in England, Jade Everett. This one's Pure Ocarinas here, and D. I think it's the only ocarina I have in D. Italian ocarinas. This is a Fecchio, which is actually a maker I didn't really know about till I went to the Ocarina Festival earlier this year, which is when I picked this one up, this one too. This is Claudio Colombo, as well as this one. This is Colossus, one of the largest ocarinas in my collection. And this is a Pacchioni. Then we're moving on to the Americas. Here I have some Peruvian ocarinas that friends have gotten me in the past. And like I said, these aren't great for playing, but they make really cool collector's items and gifts, so those are nice. This one's Peru as well. Birds are a theme here, as you can see, throughout the collection. I'll get to that one in a minute. This is a Mexican turtle. I call it the Simpsons Ocarina because it can only play like one song, and that's the Simpsons theme, which is a really weird tune song. These are made in America, I know for sure. These are by Bear Paw Flutes. They were used to teach a ocarina classes in grade school, which are really nice. They're a little bit airy, but they're still okay. I don't know where this one was made, but I know you can get it like in music shops. Like you can even get it like at Hobby Lobby and a couple of souvenir shops. These are by Claziness Whistleworks. My friend Sandy Schmidt up in Seattle and her late husband Richard made some of these. These are their standard pendants that come. I really like the colors and the designs that she uses too. This is her mini Zelda pendant, which is really awesome. Makes a really cool necklace. And then this is kind of a rare one that she makes. I don't know if she still makes them anymore, but this is the Sweetheart Ocarina. It actually takes two people to play. One person plays this way, person plays this way, and then you stare into each other's eyes. It's very romantic. This is a Whistleworks. He makes a lot of, I think his name is John Barry. He makes a lot of animal-style ocarinas, which are cool. With derby eyes, so cute. This one is by Tom, I forget his last name, but he works in the same place as Sandy does, the Pike Place Market up in Seattle, and he occasionally sells his ocarinas up there. These are Tenrai ocarinas, very cool pendant ocarinas that go down to the low A, which is pretty unique when it comes to pendant ocarinas. And I love his glaze finishes. He always has these really cool glaze designs on his pendants. Susato makes this one. Somebody sent me that one for mailbag. An old student of mine, Chandler, actually made me this. These are by my friend Carl Ahrens, who makes inline ocarinas, mountain ocarinas. These are really awesome for durability. He makes some fantastic durable ocarinas, but then they also sound really cool. They have a chip to the tone. They're really good for Celtic music. These are Renfair style ocarinas. They're a little more simple, I guess, in how they're made. This one's by JC. This is pretty cool too. I got this one at a comic convention by a friend who also makes them here in Texas. Then I have these by Chris Hewer of 6th Street Ocarina. These are really good ocarinas as well. He puts a lot of time and effort into making quality instruments, as does Spencer Register, who made this concert-style 12-hole ocarina there. I also have a Charlie Hine double ocarina, which is very beautiful. If you can afford his ocarinas, they're amazing. And I think that leaves us with Songbird here in the center. So these are their collection of, I guess, sculpture ocarinas, which I absolutely love this finish. This finish is like an ivory type finish, and it's beautiful. And it feels really good in the hands too. Very smooth. I think they discontinued this one, but I love this ocarina a lot. It's very beautiful. As they discontinued this one as well. This is the Little Wing. I think he just brought back the mold for this one, but I think he's doing a different tuning on it. But those are really pretty. Technically not an ocarina, but it has the same style. It's more of like a transverse flute, I guess. But I'm going to count that one anyway. The Muse, of course. We have some of their pendants. These are the 3rd generation of the Songbird pendant collection. I have some of the originals, which I'll show you with my favorite ocarinas. But these are produced in partnership with Focalink, and they're straw fire instead of raku like the original. This one is a raku fired one, but it's a 2nd generation, and it uses this type of fancy glaze on it. Here are the charms that they're selling now. These are the extended range ones because they have the thumb hole in the back. So this is they go up to a 9th, and very pretty. This is the fire opal finish, which is fairly new, and this is the sherry crackle, which is very pretty as well. Make really beautiful necklaces. Dragon Tooth collection. This is the straw fire. This is a luster, the fire opal, same as this one, and then baby dragon tooths here, of course, straw fire and metallic luster. What else we got? The evolution of the Ocarina of Time. This is the sweet potato, which kind of started off the Songbird collection of Oots. Then it evolved into this one, the first 12-hole model, which became a little bit longer to make it more comfortable. Then the 7-hole came, and then the new double one there. And then we have the fairies as well. This is similar to that. This is the straw fire version, and this is the one that has like the ivory glaze. The Harmony double ocarinas, which are really cool. This one's in G, that one's in C. We have the shield up there, and then we have some prototypes. This one was used to help develop the Oot, as you can see here. It's the same basic shape. I really like that chrome finish too. These are some old pendants that I know he was making this one for a while in a different finish, but I think he just experimented with that finish on the spiral one too. This one was really pretty as well. This one is an ocarina we were working on last year. I think it's going to come into full production this year as well, the Lyric Ocarina. And this is actually was made by Richard Smith of Claysiness Whistleworks, and it was a birthday gift a couple years ago before he passed away, and it's a contrabass C. I love that one. Now we're moving on to Asia. Here, I think this one's from Japan. This is a gift from my friend Jean, and it's a very cute little well. There's lots of different animal-shaped ocarinas that you can collect and buy. This one, I'm not sure where it's from. If somebody in the comments can let me know where Amabile is, it's either Japan or Korea. But this actually plays. It's the tiniest 12-hole I own, but it's pretty cool that it actually plays. These are the focal links that I have, that I could find anyway. These are their some of their novelty pendants, which are very cute. These are some of their other pendants, like their Sopranino, their teardrops. This is their spearhead. I forgot what that's called. Their plastics. This is the alto C, 2 different versions of the soprano C, and then some of their transverse doubles. This is a soprano G, and then I also have the alto C as well. And then some of their larger pendants, alto G, bass C there. And then I have some ocarinas from China here. These are from, I forgot the name of this company, which I think I also forgot in the last ocarina collection video I did. But this one's actually stoneware. This one is too. This is the Nyan Cat ocarina. It's supposed to be in G, but it plays in F sharp, I think, pretty well. And so I use that to play in the original key of Nyan Cat. These are the Chinese knockoffs I've gotten off of Amazon before of the Zelda Ocarina of Time. If you can avoid these, do your best not to get these, because the tunings are so iffy. Like, sometimes, very rarely will they be good, but they're 9 times out of 10, they're very poorly tuned. Here are the TNG ocarinas I have out of Taiwan. These are made exclusively for STL Ocarina. This is their Aria in G. Rupee, Mario Mushroom, their 12-hole inline, which is pretty interesting. And then I have their standard models of their WPN series. This is the Soprano C, Soprano in F, their quadruple in C, with the weird 4th chamber thing there. This is actually a separate company from Taiwan. This is in plastic bass C, which they call it a tenor C, so that's interesting. And then finally, I saved the weirdest one for last. This is made in China, and I actually have 2 of these, one for my friend Mark and one for my friend Brian. But this was made for Disney World's Animal Kingdom. It's a cup, but the handle is an ocarina. It's the weirdest thing. And here are my favorite and most treasured ocarinas. These are kept in a case in my room, and not only are they separated by region, but also by era. So we'll start up here at the top with my oldest ocarinas going back to the late 1800s. And in the back we have some Mazzettis. These are made by an apprentice of Giuseppe Donati, and I have one during his short time making in Budrio, which is this one back here. And then he moved to Paris later on and opened up a workshop there. So this is my, this is probably one of my oldest ones. As you can see, it has a tuning plug here, or plunger. The cork is messed up on this one. I got it from a private seller and it was a little bit damaged, but the rest of it is actually excellent condition, and it has a really nice sound to it. That one in the back there, the brownish one, this one was made by Mazzetti in Paris. Larger tuning plug, I think it's in G or F, one of those. This one was made a couple decades later by another Budrio maker, Emilio Cesari. And this is one of the oldest examples of a double ocarina that we have. I think another one was made by Vicinelli. Here we have a Meissen German ocarina, which is really beautiful porcelain china. This is Charles Matthew from France. This here is not an ocarina. This is a vessel flute from South America, Bahia. And it is one of the oldest examples of the ocarina's ancestor. There's plenty of examples you can find online, like especially on eBay if you want to get one, but they can be a little bit pricey, which is totally understandable. This one's about $100, and all you do is you blow over the top here and it makes like a whistling tone, which is cool. And I have some Fanes and EWA ocarinas, which are also Austria-made ocarinas back there. This piece here was actually made by Baz Jennings, who was a partner of John Taylor, who invented the 6-hole. So this is a really awesome piece in my collection, and really hard to find any of those pieces by Baz or John Taylor, so I still really want to get one of John's ocarinas. Here on the second shelf we have my American ocarinas from the 1920s to 1950s. Here are the Old Glory Sweet Potato collection. These are actually 5 different sizes were made of this from this collection in 3 different colors, so there's 15 in total, and I'm just missing the Soprano C to complete the set, but I want to get one of each color for the whole collection, so all 15 ocarinas. In the back of here we have Guido Bondi, who was, I believe he was an Italian maker, but he made ocarinas in America, and he was trying to copy the success of the Fein ocarinas from Austria with using different colors. They don't sound very good, but they're just a cool historical piece. These are classic ocarinas that I have. Gretsch, who makes drums today, used to make more musical instruments, and these were given to men in World War II to kind of keep them entertained. This is a Bakelite ocarina. It's probably the same material, but by a different company, I believe. Crackerjack box ocarina, really cute. And then Oscar Mayer Wiener whistle, which is technically an ocarina because it has those tone holes. Here we have some of my favorite Asian ocarinas, which are modern. These are from Korea, South Korea. These are Mop Rams, my Noble Bass C. Then Taiwan, the triple focal length forte there. Her name is Bianca. It's a TNG mini 12-hole. And then they're Soprano G with a chrome finish by Songbird Ocarina. And then there's an Akita Soprano C from Japan. And then this one is an Osawa, also from Japan. Down here with my modern American ocarinas, I have some of the ocarinas that mean the most to me because they helped start my collection or they were given to me by some dear friends. So in the back we have the Muse in E-flat. It was one of the very first Muse ocarinas that Songbird gave to me, and it helped inspire the song Storm's End, which was on my first album. We have the Spencer Register Zelda replica there in the middle, which was the first 12-hole I ever owned, and which is what I used to start my YouTube channel. And then Charlie Hines Sweet Potato, but that one is in Cocobolo, I think is the wood. This pendant here was one of the first ocarinas in my collection. When my first ocarina broke, oh so long ago, this is one of the ones that I used to replace it. So instead of buying another Zelda replica, I bought two of the first edition set of Songbird's pendant collection. These two are by Sandy Schmidt, the little Zelda replica there, and then also this flower, which she just gave me over the summer when I visited, or towards the fall I think it was. It's a very cute flower. And this one is pretty awesome. Super tiny Zelda replica, makes a really cool necklace, and it's very high pitched, but it sounds really cool. This is not my first ocarina, but it's the closest one I've gotten so far, which is I think the second edition of their Zelda replica. The first one did not have a Triforce on it, it was kind of just a triangle. And this is I think their extended range one, which lets you go up to a high F. This is also a Charlie Hind. It is his walnut tenor inline ocarina, and this is a double harmony by North Country Workshop. And then here we have I Love Blue, so I really like this one a lot. This is by Carl Ahrens again, Mountain Ocarinas. And then this was actually the first ocarina I've ever made. So in Seattle we had a ocarina meetup in 2007, 2008. But anyway, we had a workshop with Sandy, and she helped us learn how to make ocarinas, and this was the one that I made. And then at the very bottom we just have some of the larger ocarinas in my collection and odds and ends. This is a Manalio in Sol 4, that's Alto G, Peruvian ocarina that a friend gave me, Mr. Turtleberg, a very large Fein in E flat, and then we have a bamboo ocarina in a pentatonic scale that a friend made me from Houston, which is pretty cool. And we have a Matthew ocarina from France. Whoops. That's also in C. So that is way more ocarinas than I thought I owned, but now we have a number for the collection, in 2016 anyway. If there is a particular ocarina you'd like to know more about, please leave a comment down below to let me know, because each week on my Instagram page I do a hashtag Ocarina of the Week, where I do a mini review from an oc in my collection and talk about the pros, the cons, tonal qualities, all that good stuff. So be sure to follow me on Instagram if you don't already. And finally, my big announcement for 2016. One of my resolutions this year is to do 3 videos a week. 3 different video series. One is Octalk, my tutorial series every Monday, which I just go a little more in-depth about techniques and tips and tricks for getting the most out of your ocarina playing. On Wednesdays, I'm going to be doing my new vlog series, Ocarina Road, which ties into another big project, which I'll be announcing on Wednesday as part of the first episode of Ocarina Road. And it's just a kind of behind-the-scenes vlog series I've been really wanting to do. And then on Fridays, I'm going to keep doing the music videos for you guys. And those are covers and original songs. So super excited about all these videos. And if you'd like to know more about how you can actually support these videos every every month. I just relaunched my Patreon page with more information about each of these video series and how your contributions can help make them possible. If you're not familiar with what Patreon is, it's basically like Kickstarter or Indiegogo, but instead of it being for a standalone one-time project, it is for an ongoing series or project every month. So there's rewards and perks and more information about all that in the description below. Thank you to everybody who is supporting me on Patreon and making these video series possible. You have no idea how much of a huge help it is. I have lots of big projects happening in 2016 and can't wait to share them with you guys. So thank you so much for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting, all those things. I hope you have a wonderful and happy new year, and I will see you guys on Wednesday.